Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to My Dark Knight Girlfriend. I think this is the last episode, because it's not a very long game, it's only an hour long. And last we were here, we just left the convenience store after possibly killing a man? Question mark? No, I think Brunhilde just casted a spell that made me think we killed him, but I think he's just exited this plane for about an hour. The sun is setting over the city. Brunhilde stares at it, wind tussling her hair in dramatic, gorgeous fashion. I'm not sure how literal she is about her world being cast into perpetual darkness, but she's been staring at the sky a lot. I stare at the horizon too, imagining I'm seeing it for the first time. Skyscrapers reaching the clouds, the web of highways and trains and walkways, the cascade of electric lights casting a glow over the water. So easy to forget how big our world is. Behind every lit window is a person, maybe even a family. All of them with their own experiences, stories. Brunhilde might be huge in her bulky armor, but when I look back at her, she seems much smaller. Her face is a practiced kind of stoniness. I know that trained stoicism. I know that trained stoicism. A defense from the world. A defense from yourself. Wordlessly, I offer her my hand. I realize that people are passing us by. Any number of eyes could be on us. She takes it anyway. Her hand feels impossibly strong and also unknowingly gentle. Gods, the cars are loud here. Dinner will still be a little bit once we get home. Do you want to try the snack we brought? Or bought? Bought. There is no R. You refer to your false worms. Yeah. They don't have these in your world. Probably. So I really want to see you try some. So be it. She pulls the bag. And it doesn't open. Uh-oh. She pulls again. Harder. For what reason is this infernal bag so tightly sealed? I sense no arcane energies. You have to tear on the little, cut right there. Excruciate! Oh, no. When I look again, there's nothing but ash where the gummy worms were. Oh, Brunhilde, no! Not the gummy worms! Ah! A few of them had survived. Charred. She pops one in her mouth. Vile. Overcooked. Well, yeah, you're not supposed to. None may command me but dark Christ and my king. Can I command you? She leans in very close then. You may try. I nearly dropped the girl. There are a few incidences thus far where the grocery bags would have been thrown. Okay, we are way past that point. We reached my apartment soon after. Same old run-down building. Cheapest rent I could afford. I think the apartment building's elevator is struggling more with Brunhilde's armor each time. But despite yet another case of excruciate, we're home. I put aside my shoes and keys. Can you hang up your sword? You refer to my Hellfire Thorn sword? Yeah, that one. That's the one. Can you hang up the sword? You refer to my Hellfire Thorn sword. Wait. Is she just repeating it so we would repeat it? Yeah. Can you hang up the Hellfire Thorn sword? Last time you broke my only lamp, so... Very well. There it is. She hangs up the Hellfire Thorn sword. It rests next to the keys and shoes and my X-Files poster. I expect supper shall be finished in a timely manner. We'll need our strength for hunting the Grey Wizard like the mongrel he is. Right. I'll, get right to work. Brunhild sits down. The couch cracking. The couch cracking beneath her, and pores over maps spread across the table. One of them, a parchment paper of a realm I've never known. The other, a tourist map of the United States that I impulse bought at... The other, a tourist map of the United States that I impulse bought at a gas station. Why was that word so difficult to say? Hello? Brain? Every so often, she looks at the United States map and shakes her head. I put on my apron, walk to the kitchen, which is just another shoebox-sized section of my dingy apartment. Get out the ingredients. What are you doing? I peek my head out in a hurry. Brunhild has taken the Hellfire Thorn sword and started sharpening it. One must prepare for an attack at any moment. Could you, maybe, keep it down a little? My neighbors are gonna make a noise complaint. For you, I will do my utmost. Gee, thanks. Return to the kitchen! This woman, I swear. Well, it's a little quieter. I begin working on dinner, lining up the spices I'm going to be using. Oh! Start dicing an onion. Knife is a little dull. My eyes water. Hey, my partner taught me a really cool trick. So an hour before you start cooking, if you're going to use an onion, put it in the fridge. An hour. It helps a little bit. It doesn't completely solve the, the onion gas and all that fun stuff. But it does help. Maybe I should sharpen my knife like Brunhild does with her blade, but I don't want to bother her now. And I don't want her to see me sniffling. I haven't put effort into meals for a while. Feels like a waste when it's just myself. I feel that. But every night since Brunhild has moved in, I've tried to make something special for her. My bank account is hurting, but it's not every day a beautiful woman from another world crashes at your place. Very true. However, this venture is fruitless. It's funny to think about. Even though I haven't spoken to him in years, I still make this dish just like my dad did. I wonder what Brunhild's family thinks of her. Are they proud of her for being a Dark Knight? I mean, she's working under the King of Evil and everything, but I imagine that doesn't leave much time to go home. She must miss them. This world is nothing like hers. I'd get homesick too. I even felt that just moving to the city. But sometimes there's no going home again. I know that. Spices frying in olive oil makes the kitchen smell delicious. Take a deep breath. At least I'm here now. Sometimes I never thought I'd make it this far. And Brunhild is here with me. At least for the moment. Maybe the snack didn't go over as planned, but I still want to make Brunhild lots of things she's probably never tried before. Food tastes better when it's shared, I think. Oh, hell yeah. I continue cooking, stirring the peppers and ginger. Wonder how many dinners like this we have left. It's so rare that you know something is the last time it'll ever happen. Last time I spoke to my old roommate was just a casual conversation. I think we ended with a see you later. Last time I had dinner with my grandmother before she passed. We planned on meeting again in 2 weeks. But never happened. I've already started to get used to having Brunhild here. I'm already taking her for granted. I think it's better to live in the moment in that scenario. I don't know how to explain this because I'm a bit disconnected when it comes to appreciating other people. Mostly because I'm always on guard. I've never had like a long-lasting, healthy relationship. I have one right now with a good friend of mine who I've been talking to for over 6 years, which is like astronomically, wow, blows my mind every time we talk every day. It's like, you're still here? That's crazy. And you don't want anything from me aside from my opinion? And you want to talk with me? Are you okay? So, I don't know. I have nothing to say on that matter aside from it's odd to me. It's all based on me lying to her about the Grey Wizard. Hey, you never know. I still think Tuss was the Grey Wizard. Who knows? Once the tomatoes are in the dish, it only takes a little longer. I give one taste. It's good. No matter how things turn out with the Grey Wizard, at least I can provide for Brunhild now. Just about to start plating the food with some rice, and then I remember Brunhild's potion. Oh, she's been carrying around this mysterious elixir the whole time she's been here. I have no idea what's in it, but it must mean a lot to her since she brought it with her. That's pretty cool looking. I don't think we should be holding it. No! No! Oh, no, we don't know. Did she tell you what it is? No! Maybe I could add some to the dish to remind her of home. Definitely do not do that. No. She seems like she's been saving it for a special occasion. I bet it's something really important, like a Superman Elixir Plus or something. Why would you? No, that's like... How did this thought even... I need to dissect and study your brain, because how did this thought even happen? You don't know what's in that? I shouldn't mess with her stuff. You think? Girl, you are outside your damn mind. If I do, she might just turn her sword, the Hellfire Thorn sword, on me. Once dinner is ready, I plate up our food and set the table with some water. We sit down together. I watch eagerly for her reaction. You are staring quite intently. Oh, I see. You wish that I be the one to curse this meal. By evil's will that this bread be placed before us. Thy fate is to be consumed as the Dark One consumes the sun and sky. Amen. Yeah, amen, or whatever. Uh-huh. She takes a bite. Do you like it? Made it with love, after all. This aroma, the delicate texture enrobed in this rich stew, it rouses even my cold and blackened heart. The dead might leap for joy. Were this to be brought back home, it would be more than worthy of my king's palate. I think she likes it. Glad. Very glad about that. Uh-huh. The rest of the dinner is quiet. Brunhild never seems to fully let her guard down, like she's always expecting an enemy to pop out of nowhere. But in a few rare moments, she seems softer, maybe. That might be a strange word to describe her with. It's almost like I'm not describing her as much as someone she could have been. She'd been born into a softer world. If she had, though, we never would have met. Is it selfish for me to be happy that we did anyway? Nah. We must redouble our efforts post-haste. I will not allow the Grey Wizard to slip yet again through my fingers. Ah, right. I know another place we can look. We found no trace of him at the lake. And even bribing the mallards with crumbs revealed not any new information. No, yeah, this time for sure. I won't let you down again. I totally felt magical energy from the arcade. From the arcade downtown. Maybe he's concocting a plan involving, winning enough tickets to bring home the grand prize? That fiend. He shall not succeed. I let a sigh of relief. Girl! Well, I'll get started on dishes. You have my sword. I don't think a sword is needed for that. Regardless, my aid is yours. I am at your disposal. Alright, take the gauntlets off. Come on. Dishes need to be done. I actually hate doing dishes. A slew of mental images enter my mind at once. Get your head out of there. Okay. Get, We get into a pretty comfortable routine. I wash, she dries. Cool. Using some type of hellish magic that physically hurts to look at, but the plates do look perfectly dry after. A stuffed rabbit, Boonhild, sits in a place of honor on the counter, supervising the proceedings. The arcade is still in my mind. Maybe I could win another prize for Brunhild. Oh, very close. So, before you came here, what kind of games did you play for fun? The Dark Knight doesn't play games. You played a little bit of Donkey Kong with me. Donkey Kong is not a mere game. 'Tis a work of art. Damn right it is. To answer the inquiry, though, I engaged not in leisure activities upon reaching knighthood. I did engage in games as a child. Ooh, what was your favorite? One first would procure a hoop and a stick, then using the latter the object was to roll the hoop. The children delighted in the hoop and stick, but none were as talented as I. I've heard of that one. Sounds fun. One had to be there. I partook in races, tug of war. To be able to best the boys felt gratifying, mayhaps. If I had to live as a man, I would excel at it. Ah, I understand that. Such activities were used in conjunction with sparring in our downtime as knights. To beat the men at that point took on different meaning. I had been born anew as a woman, but 'twas merely the start of proving myself. At least my king think I'd burden him with my frivolities. You know, I'm sorry. Spare thy sympathy. I choose this path again. To speak candidly, Lady Dana, upon arriving onto this world, it was clear to me that your luxury and abundance has made your people soft. Such weakness offends me deeply. Truly this land shall fall to the true king, and his peace shall be as eternal as the sky is black. Yet, as I have come to know you, I realize that were I born here as you were, I would be soft as you are. There is no quality in you that I revile, least of all your gentle heart. Dish is done, she starts putting them away. Well, I must avoid too much imposition upon my hostess. No. You can impose all you want. I mean, it's not imposing. Wind up grabbing the same plate as her. For a moment, our eyes meet. I like having you here, Brunhild. I really do. Such flattery has no effect upon me. I mean it. You're cool and strong and, like, really nice. I actually, wish I was less soft. Used to get bullied a lot. Guess I'm used to being pushed around. It's just easier to put up with it than to fight. So I really admire you. Like, I wish I was more like you, to be honest. How humorous to harbor envy for one another. It may be that is why we found our way to one another. We are complementary to one another. Like a hoop and stick! I always to refer to pigments upon a palette, but such a metaphor is suitable. We hold each other's gazes for a moment longer. I can't help but laugh. She does her signature dark chuckle. And then she puts away the last plate. Oh, what a lovely evening. There's a sudden air of finality in the kitchen. We linger for a moment longer. Let us retire for the evening. I shall stand first watch tonight. Brunhild, you don't need to stand watch in our apartment. 'Twas merely a jest. Brunhild, you made a jest? The implacable Dark Knight? I am not unaltered by this journey. As she says this, she picks up Brunhild, like she's bringing her to bed. Ah, apartment, did you say? You would have me pay tribute to your lord as well. I realize all at once that is how I've been thinking of it. I mean, well, yes. No, you don't have to pay anything. Soon, it'll just be my apartment again, anyway. It is against my code to take advantage of a lady. Unless it is at her request. Girl! She's got jokes! She's got jokes! Oh, she's got Riz too. Goddamn. Oh, cat, you're not helping. She strokes my cheek with a thumb and places a palm-sized and heavy coin on the counter. For thy rent. Well then. With that, she heads to bed for the night. I think everyone has one pressing questions about Dark Nights. How do they get ready for bed? Oh yeah, that's a good question. Oh. It turns out, mostly the same as the rest of us, except the gauntlets stay on. She tends to the rest of her armor before brushing her teeth and combing her hair, but other than that, our routine is pretty average. Oh, when she's on her armor, there's a vulnerability to her. Well, sort of. She becomes a little more reserved. I imagine she feels like I do when I don't have my glasses on, or something. Bunhild, the stuffed rabbit, sits on the bed, tucked partway under the covers. Aww. I joined her, scrolling through my social media feed. Soon, Brunhild sits down next to me. I bid thee a good night. Good night. Sleep well. Brunhild takes the plushie in her arms, rolls on her side, and holds the plushie tight, burying it into her chest. Oh. I didn't even know it was possible to be jealous of a plushie. Say your piece. It's nothing. Sleep well, Brunhild. Turn out the light. Well, if I can't be that plushie. I move over and hold her as the big spoon. Oh, look at the rabbit! Oh, that's adorable. I'm smaller than her, so really it's more like a koala clinging to a tree. At first she seems to tense up. I wonder if I've made a mistake. Well, I mean, I would assume you would talk about this beforehand, but that seems like something that happens on a regular basis. But gradually she seems to relax. Maybe she knows I would never hurt her. Even if I could. I hope she knows that. She's warm. And soft, despite the muscles and scars. I feel my eyelids growing heavy. Our time together really is so limited. I want to remember every detail of this moment. The rise and fall of her chest. Feeling of her in my arms. Her scent. Oh, this is some romantic shit. Not night. What? Who dares interrupt this nice moment? The knock at the door? Was I just dreaming that? No. That was definitely someone at the front door. We've been quiet. The hell? Who could it be this late at night? I walk over to the door. I gently crack it open. Oh, fucker! I am the Grey Wizard! Why am I back in my usual clothes? What? Fools! As you've tarried with culinary farce, I've mastered my arcane arts. My magical shield nullifies all the foolish knight's attacks. The hellfire thorn sword shall not so much as scratch me. I know how to English and word. And I shall not be stopped until my glory is known before all eternity. Now you shall kneel.
How, how is this possible?
Imbecile. You're not the only one who's adapted to this realm. My sword carries not just the unholy power of the Dark One, but the love and belief of Lady Donna. When did this become like a Power Ranger dealio? God damn.
Well, this cannot be.
The Grey Wizard begins to fade into dust, cackling madly.
You have not one dark night. So long as a single speck of me remains, my curse shall be upon your kingdom for all.
Get the vacuum cleaner.
Not the vacuum cleaner. You missed a spot. Sorry. He was gonna cost me my security deposit unless I cleaned him up. She pulls me close, squeezing me so tight that my ribs pop.
Ingenious, my lady. Loath as I am to admit it, the Grey Wizard's undoing would be impossible without thee. To think that, in the end, the fool came to us. His hubris was his undoing.
Yeah. Oh. I guess that's it, huh? You, defeated the Grey Wizard. You can finally go home.
It is true. My quest has been completed. Upon my return, I shall seek recompense for my king for your services.
Ah, Brunhilde, about that. I wasn't really helping you find the Grey Wizard. I never knew where he was. You were just really cool, and I wanted to be around you, and
Is this like a weird dream fantasy of Donna's?
those ducks at the park didn't have any information. We gave them the bread for free. I lied to you, Brunhilde. You can excruciate me if you want, but knowing I let you down hurts the most. I stare at my feet, waiting for the end to come. I feel cold, strong fingers upon my chin.
You foolish, foolish girl.
Ah!
I knew from the start. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love the pink skulls. But yeah, I was lying to you and I wasted your time.
You took me into your home. You allowed me to partake in meals such as protein shake with you. This world would have been labyrinthine had I navigated it alone. I was aware that I was delaying my quest. Yet, I have felt this way not in many moons.
Oh, but what way? Oh, don't be a fool, Donna.
Normal. Partaking in entertainments before rest rather than training drills and prayers. Spending time with someone without awaiting their inevitable betrayal. Lady Donna, I thank thee most sincerely. Now, with the Grey Wizard slain, surely you thought not for a moment that I would return alone. I stand by my words from long ago. I may be wed to evil, but no rule forbids me from taking a girlfriend.
Oh no. Ah, no.
You are mine, Lady Donna. This fate we share as one. There shall be no escape. Even in death our skeletons shall be intertwined. Pulls me closer, lifting me up into her strong embrace. Oh, wait, and it's not a dream. Okay. And kisses me. Aww. Feels like I'm floating. And not just because I'm literally not touching the ground. I'm together with the woman I love, safe in her arms. With the Grey Wizard felled and in a vacuum container to be taken to another world. Nothing can come between us now. To be not only accepted, but loved, desired even. It's more than I ever dreamed of. More than I ever dared to dream of. Can I ask a question? And yet, it's here. It's happening. And we're going to be together forever. Number one, nobody heard the Grey Wizard screaming like a lunatic. Now I shall cleft open a rift into my world. Oh, about that. Do you want to wait until tomorrow? It's late, and we were just about to, lie down. If that is your wish, I shall obey. And we'll need more snacks for the journey.
Like a road trip.
More false worms. There's way more junk to try. That's the beauty of this realm. A land of great bounty indeed. Should we delay our return, I shall pose no objections. So long as the time is spent by your side, it shall be time well spent. Aww. I think, yeah, that was it? Okay. Nice. Oh, that was great. I was just waiting for like one of the neighbors to come up and be like, are you guys okay? Wait, who's this lady? My girlfriend. The fucking Grey Wizard. Oh my gosh, just being this mad eccentric old man who's like, wait a second, is that a vacuum cleaner? We're still in the vacuum cleaner. What, are they gonna carry the vacuum cleaner over into the Dark Realm? That was it? Alright. That was fantastic. This usually isn't my go-to game just because once again, romance is very awkward for me in games. When I say this, I don't want people to think, oh, you mean it in a bad way. Listen, to be cringe is to be free. I'm a firm believer of it. But there are two kinds of cringe. There's the cringe that's good for development, personal growth, and then there's the cringe that's bad, right? Where everybody's like, whoa, dude, that's not right. That's, whoa. This is to be free. For me. Very much enjoyable. I love the humor. The art, of course, you guys know I'm a sucker for any kind of art style that's a little rough around the edges, but also, I just love the Dark Knight. I love her so much. I love her aesthetic and everything. So enjoyable. I hope they make something similar to this. Even if it's not like a romance, even if it's just like a horror game that's like this, kind of like, Decentra? I think it was Decentra. We played that a while ago. I would love another game like that. But, yeah, this was awesome. Per usual, if you guys want to try it out for yourself, you can... The link will be in the description below. If you enjoyed the show, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for another video of some sort, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!